Consumerism. Consumerism is an addiction by the Duck. 231K views 1 month ago. 7K likes, man. What else can I say? Let's hop straight into it with no questions asked, man.
Now, we all consume products, to an extent. Obviously, I'm not going to put my life on the line for a product. Based on how some of these people behave...
Hey, I don't know, man. The 5? I don't know, man. People have been talking about this lately. People have been talking about if I got robbed and they reach for the 5, I'm going to have to start acting up. And I ain't gonna lie, I agree. I feel like if I'm getting robbed, I don't care what they have. They can have a bazooka. They reach for the 5, I might have to start acting like I got the super soldier serum. You can't touch the 5, dude. The 5 is like off limits. The 5 is dang near like another family member. You can't touch the 5, bro. You mess with the 5, you mess with me. That may sound like a corny Disney movie quote, but it's true. You can't touch the 5, gang. The 5 is with me. I'm one with the 5, and the 5 is one with me. Oh my gosh, I turned into a poet. But seriously though.
They might. I know it's exaggerated, but it's not out of the picture. But they at least act like they're putting their life on the line. This has got to be the
all up in my face. Come on, DJ Khaled.
prime era for consumerism, at least as of right now. And not to mention that everything turns into a trend so fast now because of the internet. It makes shit so easy to spread. Even people will spread their cheeks wide open on the internet. Okay, well, products have been starting to go viral. You get the point, though. Now, to an extent, this could cause people to get too hyped up about products. To the point where we have grown unks crashing out about products. We have people throwing things, breaking things, elbowing each other. And the most recent example
what's the hype behind this? I don't get it. Okay, it's a cool looking cup. They brawled over them and I shattered them and here I am using it for water. Over a Starbucks bear, though? Like, over a Starbucks bear. You could have got arrested for a Starbucks bear. I get it, like, it's a cool looking drink. Dude, you could probably buy this off of Timo. It's not gonna say Starbucks, and it's not gonna have the Starbucks logo, and it might be in red, but it's gonna look the exact same. You can buy this off of Timo or the TikTok shop, if you're lucky, and get a good deal for it. It's just that if you order it off the TikTok shop, that shipping price, it's gonna...
is when shopping looks like an absolute addiction, is the bear cups. Now, bear cups are an absolute money glitch. Now, this is what a bear cup is. Doesn't it look familiar? Is this not just pack of 6 Billy B pure Canadian clover honey 12 ounces? It looks pretty similar. Now, if you actually did buy this thing, I don't care. It's your bread, obviously. You choose how to spend your money. But personally, what I would have done is hop onto Walmart.com and buy this thing for $13.99. Order it to the house. Put the Starbucks logo on top and call it a day. If I was in that situation, it would have saved me not only time, but also $20. And maybe a few elbows to the face. Because people were throwing elbows over this shit. After waiting in a line for, get this, since 4 a.m. People
over
were
a barista mug. You throwing hands and throwing elbows like you Miles Morales for a barista mug. A barista bear mug. Come on, dog.
Here at 4 in the morning.
We gotta do better as a society because this is not gonna get us to where we want to get economically wise or politically wise. I'm feeling like a poet today. I'm feeling poetical.
Just for them to have one in stock because the employees already bought them.
You're watching people in New Jersey elbowing each other, trying to get their hands on Starbucks' newest holiday product. People waited in long lines even before the store opened just to try to snag one.
And people are obsessing over this thing. Like, why are you obsessing over a cup?
I mean, this is kind of like the Labubu situation. Why are you obsessing over something that's this big? It's literally this big. It's the biggest waste of money. Just to have it for comfort?
It's the cup. Oh my god.
So today I spent $1,000 just so I could get the Starbucks.
But it's Sophie Rain though, bro. Like it's Sophie Rain. It's Sophie Rain though. I'm not saying she gets to get away with it because she's bad. I'm just saying she gets to get away with it because she's making $43 million a year, supposedly, off of penetration. And not even that, because I don't even think she gets penetrated. It's crazy.
I'm just gonna keep it a buck. If you were buying the scalped version of the bear cup, you're getting finessed. You're not gonna care about this product in 2 months' time. It doesn't even fit in cup holders in cars. How are you gonna take it places? But you know, I have to applaud the marketers behind this because how did they get people to go crazy over this? I don't get it. It's literally just Billy B honey. And you can buy it at Walmart for $15. Like, honestly, I'd rather have Billy B because it would fit into cup holders. Yeah, sure, it has stubby little arms, but still, it fits in a cup holder. It's safe to say consumerism and consumer trends are an addiction. Even the guy's shaking his head, asking himself, how are people this hyped over a bear cup?
Here I am arriving to my local Kroger, which actually has a Starbucks store inside of it, around 2 a.m.
for 4 hours. I don't think, low-key, one thing I noticed, I don't think I've seen anybody black in this line. Hey man, my people getting smarter and they working harder. Glad to see it. Happy to see it.
We made it for this.
Yep, we made it. We made it, guys. We made it. This has got to be a form of unemployment. It's not even about, like, whether you buy the thing or not. It's about saying or acting like you need this thing. Now, similar to the Bear Cup, people were really getting hyped about the Stanley Cup in 2023 and 2024 as well, which it has a very similar premise. It's just a cup. And, you know, Stanley is the OG of this. I got to admit, bro.
I guess I can understand, okay, it's a cup. It keeps your drinks cold, but if it's overly expensive, which I don't know how much Stanley Cups cost, if it's overly expensive, then no one should be buying it, dude, at all. Like, come on, man.
Stanley is a consumerism powerhouse, or it was when it was trending, but the guy probably made generational wealth already. But now in 2025, I don't think anybody uses Stanley Cups. I mean, maybe you have some people using them still, but everybody moved on to a Wallace. I mean, hey, it's just a cup at the end of the day, so don't be surprised if people move cups. But during that era, Stanley had the cup market by its ass. I guess who's behind this Valentine's Day collab that people were rushing for and waited over the store yet again overnight? Starbucks. They did a collab with Target.
Like full-on lawn chairs. And they're running.
History repeats itself, bro. This is just living proof. People were dead-ass running for the cup, sprinting with all their might. For a cup! I'm willing to bet this is the most effort they put into running in years. I mean, look at this. This is a life depends on it type of run.
Exactly.
Yo, they're camping out like they're waiting for Coachella. All you would need is some grills and like some cars and it would look like a tailgate to a football game. There's no way a cup had this much hype. And then I don't see the harm in buying a regular one. Well, at the time, I don't know. Apparently they've gotten into some controversy. Apparently there was like some sort of lead in the cup. Now another thing I would see people fight over were Pokemon cards. People would fight for these things tooth and nail at Costco throughout this year. Personally, I grew up with Pokemon cards. I fuck with them heavy. But look, there is no need to be doing all this.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. That's ridiculous.
Yo.
Now, me personally, back in my days in elementary school, I used to steal Pokemon cards. So I know how this could get, but y'all grown adults. I was in elementary school. That's acceptable for me, but for y'all, this is unacceptable. This is just completely unnecessary. And I hope they don't have kids, because imagine you being a regular kid just chilling, and all of a sudden a video of your parents just fiending for some Pokemon cards pops up on your feed. I'd be embarrassed, truly. Now, me personally, I was just stealing them. I'm in the 5th grade. I'm on the bus. I'm stealing Pokemon cards. That's cool. I got me a Charizard. I got me a Pikachu. I even got me a Mewtwo. But I was in 5th grade. These are grown adults.
Grown unks doing this, by the way. All grown. Doing this for like $50 a profit. Like, scalpers have been like making everything worse in terms of like collecting shit. Because in 2025, scalping is just through the roof. It's like the new method. People would just buy these in stock and then just resell them for a really high price. That's why these are like mad hyped up for no reason.
That's actually...
When I was a kid, I wouldn't have even stood a chance in that Costco. Like, I would be crying because all these grown-ass people wouldn't even let me get one box. They were trying to get all the boxes they could, do the most to make a profit. Now, don't get me wrong, the Pokemon craze has always existed, but it has recently just gotten even crazier with scalpers. Now, I don't even know if these people are actual Pokemon fans in the video. They could just be people trying to get a quick buck off the packs. Like, this shit turned into the new method for resellers, Crumble. I don't know how the Crumble cookie hype train started, but it seemed like they deadass became popular overnight. And then everyone just started talking about how good it was online. But Crumble has done some crazy collabs, I can't even lie. They made some moves in the marketing department. Like, they had the Moonbeam ice cream cookie, they had everybody hyped up, raving about this thing, because what the hell is a Moonbeam ice cream? It got people curious. And then they also had the Dubai chocolate cookie. It was like limited edition, and apparently these two cookies had people out the door, as in like they were waiting outside the door. Even in 2024, I don't know what they released in 2024, but it had this type of line.
That's insane.
It always had hype around it. Now, I mean, I tried the cookie, it was decent, but it is most definitely not worth this line. I'd rather cook up Pillsbury Doughboy Turkey Thanksgiving cookies, or those Christmas cookies. I'm taking these any day over Crumble. Who would wait in this line for cookies? Like, when I went to Crumble, there was like nobody in there. So I'm like, you know what, let's give it a try. This type of line is insane, though. The TikTok shop. Now, I don't know if TikTok thinks I'm just gonna buy a bunch of their products, but half the videos on my For You page, it feels like, are all ads. And it's somebody targeting a shop product to me. It'll be the craziest story ever, and then they'll just pop out the cut with like a TikTok product, which honestly is solid marketing to an extent until I see the little ad in the corner and then I just scroll. I don't even like give them the time of day. Now, normally what I would do if I become interested in what someone's selling on TikTok is just look it up on Amazon. Because there is no way a product can be $2 and it's the same thing on Amazon. It's gotta be different. The ingredients
that's what they do. They make the actual product $2 and the shipping fee is like $20. Why? Why? It's a regular product. Why is the shipping price $20? Why? If it's $20, Jake Paul better be giving it to me. Jake Paul, Michael Jordan, somebody famous of higher status better be giving this to me. If it's $20 or something, dude, come on, man.
To be different. Because if it's cheaper to make, it's cheaper to sell. Like, I mean, yeah, the deals are insane until you realize the products kind of suck. I can't even lie, some of the affiliate marketing some people do, the stories they create for the ads are crazy. They're really good, I can't lie. It got to the point where I've been convinced, but I realized it was TikTok shop. You're not gonna get the craziest product of all time on there. Labubu's. Now, we all know the trend with Labubu, so I'm just gonna skip right to the videos. Because I found one video, there was a grown man crashing out, screaming at the top of his
lungs. I'm not gonna lie, speaking of Labubu's, man, I heard recently that they were evil. Now, I'm not a guy that really believes in conspiracy theories and stuff like that, but I heard they was evil and they had a lot of evidence backing up of how they was evil. So I started believing it. And this was literally last summer. Bro, we went to Disney, we went to Epcot and everything, and my mom had bought had a Labubu, and she had given it to my auntie. I'm not gonna lie, they left it in my room in the hotel. That's where they messed up at. I kid you not, I grabbed that Labubu, I went outside, and you would swear I was Tom Brady, the way I just, perfect form, and launched it. I launched it at least 30 yards, 30, 40 yards, it was something calm. But I lost it, I had to get rid of it. I don't care how much money you spend on that, you're not gonna take over my body. I'm protected by the blood, gang.
Bugs over a Labubu.
Come on, dog. Come on, dog.
Okay, look, I'm not trying to be the grown-ass man doing blank police, but still, though, there should be things that grown men are not doing, and this is one of them. And not to mention, there were some Labubus going for like $4 grand. There's still one going for $750 in the ginormous November. The fact that these things are on StockX is crazy. Way too much hype for this thing. It should be like $25, $30 at most. And just like the Pokemon cards, you had people beefing over these things because they wanted to scalp them.
And they're actually, wow, they're scratching. happened? Wow.
All of that, just for them to fall off already after 3 months.
Facts, they
When I went to
falling
New
off,
York
I'm so
City
glad.
this past week, I was going in all the shops, and guess what I saw on the shelves? Fully stocked Labubu's. They fell off within the matter of 3 months. This is the fastest trends come and go. Everyone is on the quarter zip hoodie now. The internet just moves so fast that, was this beef worth it? Absolutely not, bro. It wouldn't be worth it in the moment either for like $20 profit. But still though. Like yeah, I get it, I talk about trends all the time, but I don't understand why people get this crazy about trends.
You're here every day.
Yeah, because I can't beat you. You're always here.
Y'all cashed out down there.
I didn't cash out. I didn't cash out.
Y'all got like 3, 4, and then y'all went down there and cashed out.
No, I met my friend down there to see, to show him how we fucking
So,
how
y'all trying to act tough, right? In front of a Pop Mart vending machine. That is the last place you should be trying to look tough from. In front of, or just buy. And buy a Pop Mart. Buy a Pop Mart.
That's all we did, man. We just fucked you over, man. This is a conversation about Labubu's. Wow. Okay, I didn't think scalping was this serious. I didn't know it was life or death, to the point where people would feel quote unquote fucked over if they don't get enough. Like what people would do is just buy the whole vending machine, and that would just leave everybody else with nothing, who just casually wanted to collect them. That's kind of how the demand for these things went crazy. And now no one cares, because the internet moves so fast and we're on to something else. This is literally Furbies 2.0. I don't know why it just reminds me of Furbies, but it does. They had a wave in like the 90s before I was born, but they also had a wave within the 2010s. But yeah, the fact that Labubu's already fell off is crazy. At least Furbies had a run, bro. Labubu's, they didn't. Also, fidget spinners had me in a chokehold. I wanted all of them, and I bought that shit.
5th grade graduation, my mom bought me 3 fidget spinners. The toughest fidget spinners ever. I even had a gold fidget spinner. Oh my gosh, it's all coming back to me, man. I remember I even had a flash fidget spinner. It was red and it had the flash logo in the middle of it. I was so tough, I learned how to spin a fidget spinner on my nose. It's a muscle memory now, bro. I'm so serious.
For 50 hard-earned dollars. 50 bucks. All of my birthday money. Just from fidget spinners. They were peak for a while, but yet again, the trend just died, and I didn't care about it. Like, yeah, I still appreciate them from back then, but still. 50 bucks for 3 fidget spinners. And I got fooled into thinking...
Fidget spinners was tough, though. They were tough. That's different, man. It's a fidget spinner. I remember we was all in class with our fidget spinners, writing stuff down, getting the assignments done, just spinning the fidget spinners. We was getting stuff done, though. We was just fidgeting the fidget spinner.
That was a steal, because one of them was gold. Like, I could have spent that on, like, a game or some shit, but no. I spent it on fidget spinners. At least fidget spinners did something, other than Labubu's. It's kind of just a keychain. I could have bought those for like 25 bucks, but I bought 3 for 50 instead. Mind you, this was almost 10 years ago, so that's probably like 70 bucks today. Don't get me wrong, it was a good trend, but still though, it was not worth the price I paid. Now speaking of not being worth the price, I don't know if this would even count as like a shopping trend, but you still bought them, so maybe. NFTs, or those bored apes going for like thousands of dollars. If you bought an NFT, alright, it was the worst purchase of your life. I don't know who the hell out there thought NFTs were gonna be big, but now you don't hear about them in 2025. I mean, this has at least gotta contribute to modern day consumerism. Like people really thought a picture of a bored ape would make them millionaires. And not only that, people would buy into the hype to the point where they would glaze these things and say you should buy them too. Which in reality, they had no clue what the landscape was gonna look like in a few years, and what they actually were. But still, they thought it was a smart idea to buy them. My conspiracy with NFTs was pay celebrities to buy NFTs and make it their profile picture. And then that would convince people to make the purchase of a lifetime, and make people become a ballin' millionaire in 2025. But now they've lost like 90% of their value in their original price. You just bought a JPEG image for the sake of having it on your phone. You don't even get it in real life. Like, it's just, I don't know. I think I gotta end the video. This was brain rot marketing before brain rot marketing. But if you want to hear more about brain rot marketing, watch this video.
Hey, W React Man by the Duck. W React Man.